Hello, my name's Chris Roberts. Welcome to The Long Road. This is our 75th show. I never expected to be this far. And I had talked to the other guy, Rick. If I was on TNT, this would be like my sixth season. But here we are. I'm here today with three of my guests. We have Xavier, we have Zoe Jane, and we have Christian. And what we're going to do, since we're coming up to getting ready to vote for the school budget, we're going to talk about some of the programs that are in school and so where people's money go. And we've been having school sessions, and we have all the parents there, and we have the grandparents. And a lot of times they're saying they know what's best for the children, and sometimes they don't go to the school. And so, you know, we need to have both sides of the show. Both perspectives. So today is President's Day, combination of Lincoln and George Washington's birthday. I guess when we were growing up as kids, we got both days off, but now you only have one. Now it's during vacation, so you don't even get that extra day off. And so there was a recent survey where they talked about the greatest presidents in the United States. And as in the long intro, as I was told, there's Mount Rushmore, and four of the greatest presidents are on Mount Rushmore. The other one, so it was Washington, Lincoln, Jefferson, John Adams, the second president of the United States, and Teddy Roosevelt. So, you know what, it's kind of strange, or maybe it's sad that not one single president in the last 100 years has cracked the top five. I think that's we in the United States are looking for greatness in our leaders. Another thing today's the 50th anniversary of John Glenn, the first American to make it to outer space. Just think, 50 years ago, the first man went into outer space and went around the world 3 times. Any of you guys want to go to outer space, be an astronaut? The other sad part was yesterday in the United States we set a record. It's a bad record no one likes. Not taxes. Gasoline went up to $3.53 on an average. Never in the history of the United States at this time of the year that gas has been that high. $3.53. If you're looking keen, I've seen it as high as $3.59, and it's even higher. I think it was $3.69 already. And so right now they're talking about gasoline being $4.25 by April. You might not be able to take your trip to Georgia. It could cost a lot of money to get down to Georgia, huh? And it's hard to say. Plus the price of oil went up another $2 today. And comparative to last year at this time, the price of oil and gasoline is up 19%, which means for every quarter it's higher. The American people have to spend $35 billion extra for gas. I guess your mom's not going to be able to buy your toys this year, huh? She's going to have to keep putting in the gas tank. Shh. Okay, Zoe. No singing out loud. The other thing that's going on in the world, Senator Lindsey Graham of South Carolina and Senator John Glenn, they've decided that we should arm the rebels in opposition in Syria. And so, which could easily mean if we do that, we've just got out of Iraq, out of the Middle East, we could be going right back into the Middle East if we start arming the opposition in Syria, and Syria goes into a civil war like Lebanon did in 1980s or 1982 when 243 Marines and soldiers and Navy guys were blown up in the barracks. We don't need things like that. You guys don't want to grow up and go to war, do you? No, it's not good, right? You waste a lot of money in war. And on the State House, we go in and one of the things that we defeated at the State House this week, the perfume bill. There was a bill up there that said anybody that worked for the state could not wear perfume, could not wear fragrance. Not nice smelling deodorant, not perfume, not smelly shaving cream. That'd be great. Everyone goes to school. We'd like everybody to go to school stinking? No? Why not? But doesn't some of your soap smell good? Yeah. But you wouldn't be able to wear it because it smells. You'd have to wear stuff that doesn't smell. Why? There's a good question. There's a person up there who says people shouldn't smell nice. And the question is, almost everybody asked was, why? Do you want people to smell like they just came off the basketball court?
No.
No, sweaty and stuff? That's okay. I will get that later. The other big thing in the news right now is the big thing about the President Obama's order concerning I just had a root canal today, and my gum is still a little numb. It's the contraceptive issue, and it has gone up to the State House. There was a couple of resolutions that was acted on last week, and they'll have the vote on it. The committee vote will be tomorrow. Really dumb. And what I look at is when you have an issue, when someone does something, you have to ask how are they going to gain from it. And I'm looking at this issue, and what is the gain? We're talking states' rights, church rights, going back and forth, back and forth. But you know what? I think it has nothing to do with that. I just think it's a political gamemanship where one side is saying how much can we gain from this, then the other side says how much we can gain from this, and people are going back and forth, but no one's talking about the economies, no one talks about creating jobs, no one talks about the $1.3 billion deficit we're going to have next year. And so, to me, while it's an important issue to a lot of people, I think it's gamemanship. Plain and simple, it's trying to see how we can game the system for the election coming up. Okay, guys, we'll give you guys a break. Christian, okay, math on the dots. That's the name of it, right?
Yeah.
What is it? Can you tell me what it is?
It's for kids who like to do a lot of math.
And is it during school or before school?
Before school.
And what are you learning there?
A lot of stuff.
Well, what kind of stuff?
Like harder math skills and that.
So that's so you don't get bored. If you're bored in your regular math class because you're good at math or you like math, then you can go math on the dots?
Yeah.
So it also keeps you out of trouble, right?
Yeah.
When you're in the math class and you're bored, you talk and you fidget.
Yeah.
And so instead of disrupting the class, you have math on the dots and you get to learn more.
Yep.
And so you really like it.
Yep.
There are a lot of kids in the class? No yawning. Is there more kids in the class?
No, not really.
How many?
About like 15 to 90.
You like your teacher?
Yes.
Who's your teacher?
Mrs. Sawyer.
And so she spends a lot of time with you guys learning different stuff?
Yeah.
Okay. Xavier, what school do you go?
Wheelock.
Do you like Wheelock? Who's your teacher?
Mr. Sullivan.
Who?
Mr. Sullivan.
Mr. Sullivan. Zoe, isn't there a Mr. Sullivan in your class, in your school too?
What?
Take him out of your ears, please. Is there a Mr. Sullivan in your class? In your school?
Yes.
Who is Mr. Sullivan? Does Mr. Sullivan know Mr. Sullivan?
Mr.
There's a Mr. Sullivan in your school, right? And there's
I have
a Mr. Sullivan.
Mrs.
Mr. Isn't Mr. Sullivan in Zoe's school Mr. Sullivan's dad?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, so pretty soon Zoe could have Mr. Sullivan just like you had Mr. Sullivan. So what else do you do in your school?
Read.
You read? You getting better at reading?
Yeah. And do math.
Who's your reading teacher?
I don't have a reading teacher.
But you have to read every night at home. They give you books to read every night at home?
Yeah.
And that's important too, right? When you read, when you learn to read, you can do other stuff easier, right?
Yes.
Zoe, what school do you go to?
Fuller.
What's some of the stuff you like in Fuller?
Mostly the reading because I just like reading, and I also like math because we just like do like math equations and stuff.
The are there any special things that you guys do at Fuller School?
We do assemblies like once we done we usually do a holiday assembly. We sing like three Hanukkah songs, My True Love Gave to Me, and Jingle Bell Rock.
Jingle Bell Rock. Did you like it when the teachers were singing at the Christmas festival?
Yeah, when we sang the funny when they sung like the funny version of Rudolph. It's like really funny.
Didn't your principal, who's your principal?
Mr. Huggins.
Didn't he have a funny hat on, or what, did he have reindeer ears or something?
No, he held up the sign, but he didn't practice with the other teachers.
He didn't practice?
No.
That's why he didn't sing very good, huh?
Mm-mm. And my papa also recorded the whole the first grade and the kindergartening thing when they sung the kindergarten song.
Yep.
Jingle Bell Rock and the Penguin Pogo.
The Penguin Pogo. The how's your you do gym? You have gym classes?
Yep, we do PE.
What's some of the things you do in PE?
We do stations, holiday games like the game. I don't remember what it's called, but we done holiday game. It's like I remember one ghost. We done with a ghost game, and we done like a heart game. Like there's like two sides and there's like 3 hearts on each side, and you're trying to get them all.
Okay, Christian. This is the iPad crew. So you got the iPod, you got the iTouch, and you've got the iPad. I'm not doing anything for Apple, but you know it keeps it interesting. Zoe likes to practice her math and spelling on the iPad. Christian likes to play football at times. He's still trying to get the New England Patriots to beat the Giants in the Super Bowl so he can feel better. Xavier sometimes plays the zombie game, trying to kill the zombies.
What? Yeah, on Call of Duty?
No, on the that one.
Huh?
There's a zombie one that you play. So Christian, what else do? You have music, right?
Yeah.
Band at.
It's called Keene Elementary. Oh, no.
No. It's the band, right?
Yeah, band.
Okay, while you think about that, what do you do on Tuesday night at the middle school?
There's a lot of kids that sign up for a band. You have to be in 4th grade.
Or 4th and 5th grade,
Yeah.
or just 4th grade?
In 6th grade. And we have this concert at the end of the year, and we make up our own t-shirt, and our t-shirt's gonna be Sapphire.
Sapphire?
Yeah.
So that's what, every Tuesday night, right?
Yeah.
6:30 to 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
So you get to practice 90 minutes. Who's the music teacher?
Mrs. Clark.
She good?
Yeah.
Right? She doesn't let you guys mess around. She makes you practice hard, huh?
Yeah.
Isn't that good? And so what do you do on Friday mornings at Wheelock School?
We be there by, let's see.
You leave about what, 7:45 or 8? You got to be there at 8 o'clock? Oh no,
Yeah,
you leave
8 o'clock. We have to be there by 8 o'clock. We start at 8:20. Then after we're done, we go back upstairs.
So the band on is Tuesday night. It's an
Yeah.
hour and a half. That's after school. You practice on your own. And then Friday when you go to band, you have to go earlier, right?
Mhm.
And math on the dot, you go earlier too.
Mhm.
Think your teachers like getting up early for you guys?
Yeah. No.
They don't? Why? Aren't they happy when you guys do really good?
Yeah.
And so what, when you're talking about you having a concert at the end of the year,
Yep.
where?
I forget.
Where'd you have it last year?
We didn't have a concert last year.
Didn't you have one in
Yeah, when we were doing violin.
the violin at the, yeah, you no longer do the violin
High
now.
school.
Yeah. Okay, what type of PE do you do at Wheelock School?
We play this hockey thing, and we're on these scooters, and we have this little scooter hockey game, and we keep hitting them all around.
Zoe, okay, let's go to the rec center. Okay, what do you do at the rec center? You talking to me that you were cooking at the rec center?
Yeah, this morning I was talking that we cook healthy food, that you try new things. Sometimes we also do it the same one that we already done, that so we can stay healthy and active. And we usually go, you can only go there if you're like 6 and higher. And we usually do active games like Q-tip, capture the flag, some other games like Jedi Dodgeball. And on Friday we also do Kids' Choice, like so the big kids and the little kids could go together to play games. But you have to be in 4th grade to go in the big kids, and you have to be in 3rd grade to stay. So only 1st, 2nd, and 3rd can only be in the little kids' room. And once people who are in 3rd grade next year, if they go to 4th grade, they're in the big kids' room now.
Christian, do they have big brothers, big sisters come to the rec center?
Yes.
Are they good people? They're fun to be with?
Yeah.
What does your big brother do?
He brings me to the gym.
To the gym? Runs you around so you
Yeah.
don't get in trouble? What does your big sister do, Zoe?
We usually play. Sometimes we play with another big sister group who's a big kid. Sometimes we go in the gym or the game room, or we play games like in big kids' room. It's like you can do whatever you want with your big sister, but you can't go anywhere else but except the rec center. But you can't go anywhere else. You can only stay at the rec center. You can also go outside and play, but you can't go far.
No, you got to be safe, right?
Yeah.
Xavier, what do you do at the rec center? Do they help you with your homework, or what do they do
I don't
sometimes?
do my homework.
You don't do your homework? Do some people do their homework at the rec center? A lot of people do the homework at the rec center, huh?
Sometimes I do it.
Sometimes. Isn't it easy to do your homework at the rec center? Won't they help you at the rec center?
You do the only one.
Huh?
Yeah.
Only do it.
Also, when it's on Tuesdays and you have homework, usually when your sister or big brother comes, you can ask them to help you. That happened to me before.
So, Kristen, what do you do at the rec center?
We do cooking as Zoe does, and we go in the
But you're a boy. Do boys cook too?
yeah.
You a good cook?
No.
No. Cooking, anybody can cook. Boys or girls can cook, right?
Yeah.
What's some of the healthy foods you try to cook?
Sandcastle.
Sandcastle? What's a sandcastle?
It's a mixture of
Sand?
no. It's rice, peppers, and couscous and corn.
What's juice goose?
I don't know.
Does it taste good? Or does it taste sandy? You eat what you cook?
It's good, but she knows all about it.
I tried it before and I like it, And I think one of them is Sasquatch pancakes.
Oh, squash is good.
I didn't like it, but adding it with like some other ingredients and that's how I like it. And we also do like some of the work, like we cook stuff, but the counselors have to be at each table to help us to make sure if it's okay or not. We can also blend stuff with a counselor near us.
Xavier, how'd you like the rec summer camp this summer?
Good.
Good? What do you do at the summer camp?
Play games.
Like what kind of games?
We play kickball, dodgeball.
Christian, do you go swimming at the summer camp? You have to take a swimming test?
Yeah. I always pass every single year, I bet.
Yeah. What do you get? You just can't jump off the side, huh, Zoe?
I can. Well, if people can't really do it, if they done it, they could go in the deep end. And if they didn't do it, they have to stay in the shallow end, and they can't pass. Like there's like this line right there, and you can't pass it.
And what else did you do at summer camp?
You can also like play e-ball. Sometimes every Wednesday, I think you can you can ride your bikes with or you could just use stuff with wheels and do stuff and go there. Sometimes you go in the sand, and if you don't really know how to do it, you go somewhere near. And if you didn't bring anything, you have to walk.
You have to walk.
Yep, you have to walk somewhere.
So let's see. Now, Xavier, what's your best part of school?
School. Math, reading, and
The teachers help you a lot at school?
yeah,
You got nice teachers?
yeah.
Okay. What's your best subject, Christian?
Math, science, RTI, and reading.
What's RTI?
All the 4th graders and 5th graders go into this one big group. We have all these different rooms in that.
So what are you doing in the rooms?
Math, reading, and all that. In my group, we're trying to put 1,000,000 dots up on the wall and really see how much 1,000,000 dots.
1,000,000 dots. How are you going to get 1,000,000 dots? How many is 1,000,000?
We have 5,000 each page, so we need 200.
2,000?
200.
Oh yeah, 200.
205,000. So we're doing it in pair. We have one sheet that makes 25,000. So there's colors, blue and orange. So I don't know what the rest is so far.
What's the favorite thing in your school, Zoe?
It's mostly mostly some of the specials I really do like library, art, and music. And my most favorite one is mostly reading, because I like reading books. They help me learn how to do stuff.
So, guys, you can't keep watching. Just watch me. The guy in the camera will do it. You'll get to watch yourself on TV later.
Huh?
What's that?
It copies.
Yeah, it copies, so people will be able to see you out on
It's
TV.
on air.
It will go on air, right? That's the science part.
Around the world.
It will go out there on air, and then the satellites or the other stuff will catch it and slip it right to the TV, right? Or these guys will put it right on cable TV, and the cable will go right to your house.
Yeah, like I have a cable. It's on Channel 8.
It will be on Channel 8.
It'll be Channel 8. Okay. So what are you guys going to do this summer? What, you guys going to play baseball?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are you going to do, Christian?
Me, This summer I'm going to California
Why are you going to California?
to meet one of my mom's friends.
And what else are you going to go in California?
We're gonna go to a Los Angeles Angels game. Hopefully I get to see Albert Pujols on the field.
So he's going from San Diego, oh, he went from St. Louis to Anaheim, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're going to see a baseball game there because it's too expensive to go see a baseball game in Fenway Park, huh?
Yeah.
What's the matter? You don't want to pay $200-300 for a baseball game?
No.
So who's your best baseball player?
What?
Who's your best baseball player?
On my team?
No, in the major leagues, who you like best?
I have 3.
3? Who?
Adrian Gonzalez, Albert Pujols, and Adrian Beltre.
Okay. You're going to play baseball this summer?
Like baseball, like Christian Xavier. Yeah, because Senso, like, he just signed me up. I don't know why.
I thought you wanted to play baseball.
But usually my mom asks if I want to do it, and if she usually lets me answer, or I don't really know the other thing she would do.
But you told me you wanted to play baseball.
I don't remember when.
Well, Taylor's going to play baseball. Your sister's going to be playing baseball too this summer.
Yeah, but she's playing T-ball.
T-ball.
Playing the other group.
But you hit the ball pretty good, right? In the swing?
Well, in T.
What about you, Xavier?
What?
You're going to be playing baseball too, right? Did you enjoy baseball last year?
Yeah.
What team were you on?
The Reds.
Was it the Astros or the Reds?
The Reds, that was the real lead, but the Reds played summer ball, and I was the Astros. But I'm playing rookie now.
And so, okay, guys, if you could make your school better, okay, here's your big chance now, Xavier. If you could make your school better, what would you want in your school to make it better?
I know.
You get your turn.
Make it the building bigger for bigger,
Why would you want to make the building bigger?
because then they would have bigger rooms. Then there would be a lot more classes.
A lot more classes?
Yeah.
Okay. Zoe, if you could make Fuller School better, what would you do?
I would make it like so there's more work because I like working and like make it like work so we could get more smarter and pay attention and do more like arts and crafts and add more like books that we can read and add more art stuff and maybe add more days to school because usually we have 180 days of school. I would make it 200.
200? You might not make a lot of friends, but you'd be smarter, right?
Yeah. Then I'll have 20 more extra days.
And so if you go to school, 20 more, excuse me. So if you go to school 20 extra days for 12 years, that's like going to school an extra year.
Yeah.
That's like when I'll get to you, because in Japan, when I was in Japan, kids go to school Monday through Friday, a half a day on Saturday, and the only time they get off is in August. So when they graduate from high school, they've gone to school 4 more years than American kids. They're not smarter than American kids, but they learn more than American kids because they spent that extra time in school.
They have 200 days.
They have about 240 days a year.
Japan?
Yeah. That's why and on those 240 days, they learn more math and science and stuff. Okay, Christian, how would you make school better?
Well,
Well,
by the environment, we should make a bigger playground and a bigger field.
why would you want a bigger playground?
because there's not a lot of room to play on the playground. A bigger field so we can play football on, and a bigger field so there's this one section that a lot of kids like playing soccer, and there should be a fence one side for soccer, one side for football, and we should make an environment.
Environment?
Yeah. Wait. No. Make the school bigger, so they'll make more rooms for specialty stuff like science, art, and that. And like the middle school, they have like a choice. Like they have food there, so they can pick like a hot dog or that, because we want to have a chance to pick something. And I think it's not as fair as the middle schoolers get choice to pick their food.
You guys get whatever's on the menu, huh?
Yeah.
Grilled cheese, taco.
Yeah.
So you don't think your lunch food is all that great, huh?
No.
What about breakfast?
Good.
Do you eat breakfast sometimes, Xavier?
Lunch?
No, breakfast when you go to school. No, you don't?
Can I go back?
We're almost done. We got only a few more minutes. Then you don't have, Okay, Zoe, do you eat at school? You like your lunch?
Yeah, but we can't really like choose. Do you know why? Because we can only have like food that we can choose. Like we only here, but there's only never much food. Like there's yogurt, sandwich, and like there's other stuff that we can choose for. Like our other ones. Sometimes we have ice cream, and maybe out. And when we're done, we have to type in our number. Mine is like 712.
You're not supposed to tell people your number, right?
But on the outside, you can like get like some of the snacks that you want, like for other things. Like there's also like straws, forks, knives, and spoons. Like sometimes there's like other stuff like there's like you can for drinks you can get milk, skim milk, chocolate milk, or if you want it with it, you can use you can have grape juice, orange juice, or apple juice.
All healthy stuff?
Mhm.
No more soda?
No.
No chips, none of that kind of crap? Okay. So, before we get ready to finish up, so you think the Boston is going to play the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals in basketball?
I guess so, but the Celtics are not doing as good as I planned them to.
Oh.
They're not as good. They've been losing, and hopefully they win tonight against the Thunder, against what's his name?
The Thunder got.
Yeah, Kevin Durant and
Kevin Durant, yeah.
KD. Hopefully they get their place.
Okay. And we did not, we did not talk about anything before we sat down here, right? We didn't talk about school. We didn't talk about the rec center. You guys said it all yourself, right? Okay. I don't want people to say, I planned and told you what to say, but you guys said it by yourself. And so in a couple of weeks, the voters of Keene will go to the polls to vote on the budget and vote on the contracts. And as a member of the school board, I recommend that they vote and pass all the contracts. All the contracts were done pretty good. And again, when you look at them, and we did total comp, and for example, one group was 1.4 total comp, and some people may go and say, wait a minute, they might be getting a 2.5 pay raise, but they're I'm not getting a pay raise. But the part is when we go with total comp is, yeah, someone may get a 2.5 pay raise, But what happened was other costs went up. They had to pay more for the healthcare costs and some of those other ones. So basically, like I said, if you had a 2.5% pay raise, we took 1.1 back to cover additional costs. The custodians do a great job. They're really important. I know some people may go and say, well, custodians at other places may get extra money, or in some places they talk about let's go and contract custodians out. But in a lot of cases, custodians are really important people. Christian, who's the custodian at your school? The one that says, what are you doing, Christian? The tall guy? The janitor?
Oh, yeah.
What's his name?
Mr. Bruce.
Mr. Bruce, yeah. You know what? He makes sure you stay on the straight and narrow sometimes, huh?
Yeah.
Custodians are an extremely important part of the school, and we talk about safety and we talk about concerns. We could go out and contract someone at, say, $12 an hour, come and go and always replacing, but they're not going to go above and beyond the custodians that we have. And plus, all our custodians are pretty vented. They're, like I said, important part of our school system, and we feel comfortable and we feel secure with the quality custodians that we have. And so, again, I think that contract is really important to pass. That contract 4 years ago didn't pass, and we get angry and sometimes we punish them. Again, I recommend that we pass the school budget, and I'm pretty sure that most people will vote for the school budget because it's lower than the default budget. But I know some people are angry that we took $500,000 out of the budget. But the majorities on the school board felt it was important. It was important that that $500,000 stay in with the taxpayers. We don't know what's coming up next year or the year after. And as far as some of these other programs, I have complete trust in the co-superintendents and the principals to find ways to do these important things. Because as you heard my 3 grandchildren talk about, art was important to them, music was important to them, gym, PE was important to them, and again, math and science and reading. Not enough room for math and science, you know, asking for a bigger school so they could have more specials, especially math and science. And there's people who don't think that art and music and gym are part of a quality education, but they're extremely important for a well-rounded education. And so, again, you know what, go out, show your support for the school budget. And most important, go out and vote. There's 5 highly qualified people running for election. The Keene Sentinel will normally have a questionnaire, so you can have a good idea who you're voting for. But again, it's important to decide to go out and vote. And we can't afford low turnouts. We need a large turnout, you know, more than 15 to 20%. So you're looking at the future for the Keene School Board. I will be finishing up my last year on the school board. There's a 99.5% chance that I'll not run for the school board again, because after next year, that'll be 9 years, 3 months. I think that is going to be more than my fair share on the school board, and try to do my best job possible, but that's a lot of time, and it's important that other people, knock it off guys, other people get out and get involved. It's your community, and it's extremely important. Okay, so I'm going to end the show. I'm going to thank my 3 guests today, Xavier, Zoe Jane, and Christian. Christian with a K. K-R-I-C-I-N. Okay, and so, but what we're going to do is, Saturday I went around town and took some video of the Ice Festival, Keene Ice Festival, for the people that couldn't go out. It's raw footage, it's noisy. We'll even get the Barbershop Quartet singing to you a little bit. So I'm going to, hopefully you'll enjoy the clip, and I will see you out on the, excuse me, out on the long road. And again, thank you, and thank you for being here with our 75th show. Again, have a good day. Bye. Yeah.
And then the dog will be just fine. I'm going to take this enormously large bowling ball and turn around and throw it into the audience. Whoever gets smashed in the face is going to be it. Alright, here we go. Alright. Right, it's the real bowling ball. I'm not going to do that. Or it could be fake, it's not real, I'm just kidding. Alright, now, actually I do need someone to help me out with this next amazing feat. Actually, I want someone a little bit older, a little bit older, a little bit older. Maybe, you know, the guy who runs the board. Alright, now don't move. Don't move your hands. Very carefully. You pick up the fingertip. You have to separate the weight. You just pass all the way. Power down. How about a big round of applause? Good pilots. You need to set the weight. Good. Thank you. Have fun trying to fish out with that one. Yeah. I need one more. I need someone else. Someone else. Good. That's it. We're going to roll it up just like this. And so, I want you to do me a favor and tear off how much you was normally do. Just right. Here we go. Get more into it. Get more into it. And just pull out how much you think you would normally move. Wow. Now,
It is a coffee, coffee bean. Whoa, I love Java, sweet and hot.
He likes it hot.
Mrs. Wilson, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and love for the ocean. A cup, of Java.
And I'll cut a rug till I'm stuck in a job. Drop your nickel Joe. Taking it slow, taking it slow. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea. I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. More.
Is that who that is? Oh.
You're smart. Keep away from the whole Disney.
I know.
Disney apparatus.
I just watched Leo last night. It's just this really cute It's an right.
Good.
But I was supposed to do the information, but
Yeah.
we started
Sounds like a good afternoon.
I can't wait to have the cities. Oh my God, Crystal, really? I used to say, I love New York City. I like it for 2 days. I like it for 2 days. Yeah, I do.